Shut it. So even though Hank is pretty good at chasing away the bad guys, which are coming more and more these days, we are going to put up an electric fence around the outside there. Because what kind of happens, they don't come in from the front here for whatever reason, but the raccoons and possums come in back here big time. So we're gonna do a little electric fence. Kind of, this is where they come in right here. Little suckers. They the raccoons climb this and then come down the back side, and so we need to charge all of this stuff here to give Hank some peace at night, because they are all about coming in and trying to get even just a few bites of their food. I always take their food in at night, but even if there's a little bit on the ground, I try and wash it off. They get a drink of water, and they've actually even come into Hank's area there, which is closed off from the chickens, so they can't get in there once that door closes, but still a little worrisome. So we're gonna set this sucker up. So here we are at the back side of Hank's pen where he sleeps at night, and they don't really come in here, but there is that one open spot I haven't filled yet. They don't tend to crawl over this, but there is that spot there, so I'm gonna figure that out. But we've got these little deals which will hold the wire. We've got a couple of challenging areas where this is metal, so that won't work, but I think we can make it go over this and back there. So let's see how we do. Had a couple of rains lately, so getting to this back fence is like, I hope I'm not gonna step on a rattlesnake. Get out of the way, guys. I'm coming through. Okay, so now here we are on the back side. So I'm just gonna put this kind of on the 2x4 there all the way across. I got to cut those trees down, or not down, just trim them up a little bit. This bald cypress, and then we'll see how we do. All right. So far so good. We had a little challenge here because it's got to kind of come through there, but I think we figured that out. The the downside is this is the exact color of something that Hank is going to want to bite, so we're going to have to make sure it's tight and doesn't fall down. So now we'll finish the rest of this, and I think it's gonna work. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So far on this little adventure, the only little guy I've seen is him, thankfully. But now we're getting into this little wood pile here, which I had high hopes for. We cut down a tree that was falling down, and I was gonna kind of, not really hugelkultur, but kind of build up this bank a little bit, because this is where the stream turns, and it's slowly eating away like it has on his property. I mean, his bank is definitely being eaten away. So his shed's gonna fall down at some point, but he doesn't seem to be worried about it. But yeah, so there's probably some bad guys in here. Yeah, okay. Buddy, bite me. Stay in your little place over there. All right. So we got to kind of trim that a little bit, trim this, but we're about halfway there. Okay. So we're all the way along this. No snake bites, but yeah, this is even worse. It's a crazy jungle in there. Because we're right by the stream, so I kind of leave this area wild. So, okay, here we go. What do you think, mean rooster? You're not used to seeing anybody on this side of the world, are you? There's the mean rooster who needs a home or something. But yeah, he lives right on the edge here. But we've got concrete all down there. So, and hardware cloth. So nobody can get in there, but you're living on the edge of the world, aren't you, buddy? Yes, you are. That's why you're so mean. Hank finally came over to see what was going on. He's been a little mad at me today for reasons of passing understanding. But he's been hanging out by the neighbor's fence all day, which is how I know he's mad. But he's kind of back. He's probably gonna leave again. Why are you so mad at me, buddy? Why are you so mad at me? I don't know. This fence is gonna help you though, buddy. No more bad guys in your house. We're gonna take care of them. Yeah, so this is the back side of that. A little stream here. So it's gonna be a challenge to keep the trees off of that thing, but absolutely gonna be worth it. So we can protect Hank. Nice. I mean, Hank can take care of himself, but the it keeps him awake, I think, because he's always kind of vigilant and looking out for bad guys. So I think we got everything kind of wired up here. We got the ground rod. We got everything wired up there. Here we go. Yep. And I'm told we gotta charge this thing for 3 days, but this is Texas. So I'm gonna let it charge today. And then I'm gonna turn it on tonight. Maybe a few more places where I'm gonna want to cut the trees down, but I do have this little deal, which is it's basically a tester, so we can see if it's hot without grabbing it. Okay, we just turned this on, and it's been charging for 2 days now, and it's making a noise, so I'm thinking that's good. We got the ground wire there. We got our little tester here, so I'm going to test the tester. So there's a little button up here. Turn this off if I can find it. So if we turn that off, yep, that's working. All right, and if we turn it back on, She's making a noise, and that goes off. So, even through the jungle here, we've got a live wire. This, I think, needs to be a little closer to the fence, so I'll figure that out. And over there are possibly some problems. I mean rooster. Hi. So we've had this going now for 3 days. And the first day, there was actually a raccoon that got in over there, but he was acting a little funny. He was kind of scratching his nose. So I'm guessing that he got a shock, and then since then there's been nothing. So Hank's been sleeping like a champ over there in his little spot, having no problems at all. This thing does make a noise, which is, I mean, it's an electricity noise, which is kind of like makes you freak out, but I can already see this is going to be a constant battle. I just cut those back, and they're already growing over there, but it's absolutely worth it. Hank pretty much always sleeps with one eye open. He never goes into an actual full, I mean, rarely. Sometimes in the middle of the day, he'll go to a full sleep where both his eyes are closed, but usually not. Usually he's pretty one eye open kind of a guy. But yeah, so far so good. That one, Hank chased him off pretty quickly when he came in, but he must have got a zap. There could be a spot over there that's a little big, but I think he probably got a zap. So now they've learned. Don't do that. Don't come in this yard, huh, Bean? That's right.